That's MGM, that's my buddy.
You're exactly right.
How do you feel about the progress the defense has made over the first half of the season with this new staff and new system?
Well, when I look at it in totality, the progress is pretty good. I keep forgetting it's their first year with them, and there's been every game, there's been things we could do better, and there's still a lot of things we can get better at, but the effort is good, the attention is good. I think the coaches have a good plan. It's just as frustrating as we haven't gotten more turnovers, more 3 and outs, and we've got to get better at that.
When you did this, were you looking at it more in a long-term sense or an immediate
Well,
impact
both.
sense?
You know, it wasn't just in the defensive scheme per se sense. It was in recruiting. It was in philosophically changing a little bit too. So there was a lot involved, but we, you want immediate results, and we have gotten them to some degree. It's just I know that we're going to be a whole lot better, in the future too. Not just this year, but in the next couple of years.
I'm curious if you're a believer in the football gods. 2 years ago, nothing could go wrong. Bounces went well, things you won games. Then all of a sudden, last 2 years, injuries, unexplainables, blah, blah, blah.
We've lost close games in every year, and we've won close games in every year. We just hadn't won the close games this year yet, but there's not a lot of margin for error right now, and I don't know if there ever will be, but I think we'll be able to sustain with our way things are going. We'll be able to sustain some of the bumps we're getting right now better in the next few years.
So is that a yes or is that a no in the believer of the gods?
Well, yeah, I do think things even out. I think, unless you're so good,
that you can,
like Alabama,
you can overcome them.
that you're going to be, you can overcome anything. So that's what I want to get to. And that's going to be, can we get to that? I don't know. They recruit at a different level. That's what you want to get to.
What are you seeing out of Jace Whitaker in terms of his development?
He's a real competitive guy. He's playing well. He plays with confidence, and he's going to really keep getting better once he gets in another year in a weight room and all that. But I really like what I see from him. He's a pretty good player now, but I think he's going to keep getting better.
Along those lines, I asked you this last year when there were some bumps in the roads and how it affects you and how, because I know you're a winner. You hate to lose. Yeah.
It just grates at you. You don't eat well, you don't sleep well. You say, okay, as you get older and years come on, you handle the losses better. No, I like to say yeah, but it's no.
So you're 72 years old and you're still coaching and you're doing this. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make it to them. This is it's like eats away. It's like tiny bites.
Right. Are you a type of coach where you remember the losses more than you do the
No
victories?
question.
And it's almost a point of what the heck are you doing here? In terms
Well,
of
you can lose confidence in a hurry, and you got to believe in what you're doing. So I still do that. I don't. It's harder right after the game because you lose so much confidence because the losing locker room is the worst thing. But then after you watch the film, a lot of times after a loss, it's frustrating, but you don't feel as bad because you see things that you're closer at, and you can get it turned around. But it's not fun. Nobody wants to go through this, but we got a lot of football left, and we can win every game we got left.
Do you have a stress reliever? Do you attack your workouts a little harder?
Well, that's a good question. I usually do the same workouts throughout the season. I just probably don't eat as much, which is probably not a bad thing. But I'm angrier when I'm working out. That still makes it hard, But I just get pissed at myself. So I'm hoping people don't watch me talk to myself while I'm doing it. I kind of work out alone anyway.
Now that he's appeared in 2 games, what is your assessment of Khalil's readiness to play for whatever his role might be?
I probably would say he's as ready as you would hope for a 17-year-old true freshman. And our goal is to get him more ready every week. Now that we know he's going to play and that he's going to, be a factor the rest of the season. But we got to be careful not to forget that he's a freshman, and that we overload him. So that's, again, the challenge that we're putting through. And you watch film and say, wow, this would be a good play. And then you got to remember, oh, it's a totally new play. This guy's never run it before in practice or a game, whereas an upperclassman probably has. So that's what we're working through.
So does he not have a grasp of the full playbook to this? In the
Oh,
same
hell
way that
no. But
Brandon
I mean,
and
I don't know if Brandon does. Brandon's got a whole lot more of it, and Nude's got a whole lot more of it. But yeah, there ain't no way he does. You know. So, and he won't have a full grasp of the full playbook. You know, whatever that is. We don't make books anymore, but the full array of plays that you could call. Yeah, he's not gonna do that.
Does that stall the development of other offensive positions?
I don't think it stalls it. I just think it limits you a little bit, but maybe that's not all bad. You hear this all the time, but it is true. It's more about execution than it is about tricking someone. So that's the key for us. So what can we execute? And then we got to have enough in that we can execute in case, if they're going to take this away, because you can take things away. You got to have one answer. Where in the past you might have 2 or 3 answers to what they're taking away. With young guys, you got to have just one and be able to execute.
Do you put in? Do you teach the receivers new plays, or is that
No, hell, they got it. They got it made. In the O-line, we got the simplest thing for the O-line in the country, anyway. But so no, they're gonna. They won't be taxed mentally at all. Sometimes you have an experienced running back. He can help that quarterback, with protection and stuff. But that's a little bit of an issue too, for us. So we don't have experienced running backs.
Not asking specifically what the plan is at quarterback at this point, but do you know, with all the injuries and so forth, what the plan is?
Well,
for
we
Saturday
have
at this point?
answer that question. We have a couple plans based on that, and they're not a big variety of difference between them, but there is a difference.
How has Darnold impacted the SC offense?
Well, I think they're running him more, whether it's by design or by him just extending a play. And I don't want to say they're more aggressive, but they're doing a lot of stuff. But I think they were probably going to do it with Brown too. But Darnold has given them, some extended plays because of his athletic ability.
Matt Morin has kind of had a winding journey to get to where he is now. What kind of guy is he?
Oh, he loves football. And you can see, he works in the weight room. He's taking reps at quarterback this week. He's taking a few, but now he's taking a lot. And he just wants to play, which you got to appreciate that.
We have this rare thing called a in-season bye next week.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, I had to go back years to look at what we do in the bye week.
Do you have a plan?
Somebody asked, the coaches asked, what are we going to do in the bye week? I said, let me get back with you because it's been so long. So we got a plan. We're going to practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and recruit the other days.
Okay. Is it a big opportunity for some younger guys, scout team guys, to get them more work?
Well, yeah, that'll be big for them because we'll probably scrimmage them a little bit, but it's a chance for some other guys to get healthy, and it may be some of those young guys get them ready to move up to the 1s or 2s.
Are there guys on the scout team right now who are kind of catching your eye?
Yeah, a little bit. We moved some of them last week. We moved Big Larry. We moved Kyler Burke. He's a freshman on the scout team. He's moved up, playing some defense now in special teams. So there's a couple, and there's a couple more freshmen that are probably close to getting ready to play. We're just hoping we don't have to.
Defensive guys?
Both. I'll wait and see next week.